What is going on, my friends? My name is Pyro and welcome to the first episode of How to Trade. Now, in this series I'll be going over specific aspects of trading in TF2. For example, in my trading tutorial I split that into sort of categories and sections, and then I talked off about them. But that was kind of brief, so I want to actually talk about not only those sections in my tutorial, but also other sections in TF2 trading stuff. So over the last week or so, I've gotten a lot of messages and comments saying, you know, how do you get trades so quickly? Because like how do I you know, get people buying my items and all that stuff? Now today I just want to tell you guys my method, or the steps that I do to make sure that people can see what I'm selling and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get started. So I just want to say before I start, these episodes won't have any flashy editing or anything like that. It'll just be me talking about the topic. And also I want to say that I was in the same position as you. Like, I used to just have a few ref in my backpack and I wanted to start scrap banking, and it would take me like a week just to sell 4 weapons or something. It just requires a lot of patience. So let's say I want to sell this charge and targe. So first thing I want to do is this can be applied to hats, strangers, vintages, all that other stuff. So you want to actually equip it, because if people can see that you're using it, they might, I don't know, they might just say that they want to buy one. I don't know. But just make sure you're wearing the hat or item that you're selling. Then you want to go into your Steam browser. I like to go into backpack.tf first. Now, for example, say like I want a rocket jump and I don't have a rocket jumper. What I'll usually do is I'll come on here, search up rocket jumper, if it loads, yeah. And click on the unique one, the yellow one, and it'll load up a page, and here you can see like the prices, and you can also see people selling it. Now I reckon this is a really good way, because you can just see the names, see if they're online, check their backpacks, all that sort of stuff, and yeah, it gives you a nice little rundown of what's going on. So yeah, so let's go and go into my backpack. So this is my first step in trading. So from here, there it is. So you can see it's equipped. Click sell. It'll load up a little page. Now, seeing as I want to sell it for 0.11 or 1 scrap, because like you can't really buy a weapon for half a scrap. So make sure it's the right amount, and say selling, or just say 1 scrap, and create listing. And it'll load, hopefully. Maybe I didn't click it. So there it is. Oh, okay, so it's already actually I clicked it twice by accident. So if you go over here, you can see that I'm selling it, and you can also see my unusual that I'm selling. But to get here, you can just go trading and my classified listings. So that's the first step. That's the first thing that I usually do. Then you want to go over to tf2outpost.com or tf2op.com. It'll link you to the same website. So as you can see there, it'll redirect you. And you want to click on add new trade up in the far right section. From here you can see your backpack, the amount of trades you have up and running. For me, because I'm just a free user, I only have 10, and I'm using 2 out of 10 slots. So you want to click on your charge and targe. So this is what you're selling. Keep in mind that the left side is what you're selling, and this is what you're selling it for. So on the right side, you want to put in scrap. Put in scrap, and you can either do selling charge and targe for 1 scrap, or you can just do 1 scrap. You can also color the text using all these set colors and making it bold and all that. Let's just make it bold, italic, underline, all that cool stuff. And yeah, so you want to click create, and there you go. So now in TF2 Outpost you're allowed to bump your trades every 30 minutes. As you can see here, I have 2 trades that I've already got running up. Here it says 10 minutes ago. When that says 30 minutes, there's a little arrow that hovers over here. You want to click that and it'll bump it. So what this will do, say I'm actually looking to buy a charge and charge. So someone's selling the charge and charge, and you want to click that, and they're wanting a scrap for it. So click match all items, and there you can see me. So I appear at the top of the trade people. These are people that have just bumped it 26 seconds ago, 25 seconds ago. So that's a an important step. Bumping is essential. Now, the next step, or funnest step, I reckon, and the reason why you equip it is because you want to actually advertise on trade servers. Now, I've got some in my favorites that I just usually use. Because it's the middle of the day and I'm actually home because my school has a pupil free day, there's not many people on the Australian ones, but I'm just going to join it and I'll come back when I actually join up. Okay, so now that we're in the server, you want to pick a team. Usually I just like to choose any, and you want to pick the class that you're wanting to play or you have the item on, and you just want to, play around. Doesn't really matter what you're doing, but all you want to do to advertise that you're selling items is you can either put selling, like an S, and then like a bracket or whatever, and then type in the item, or what I like to do is I just type in selling charge and charge for 1 scrap, and then I like to just say trade me. So that'll just advertise that you're selling the item and that you're wanting to buy things. Now you can also use your mic as a communication to say that you're selling things. I forget the default button, but mine is actually set to Alt, the left Alt button. So I can just type that, selling charge and charge for 1 scrap. And just say whatever you're selling, and maybe somebody will take up your offer. So that's about all, guys, for the video. I just want to mention that we all started, like, every good trader starts off with either scrap banking or selling things, and it takes a while to sell things. Just don't forget that. It sometimes takes me up to, 2 weeks just to get rid of something, and it just requires a lot of patience. And another tip that I just give you guys is try not to play TF2 much at all. Like, when I'm making Scrap to Sunbeams episodes, I don't actually play TF2 that much. I only go into TF2 to actually record the gameplay, because Fraps only lets you record actual gameplay if it's using something in, I don't know how Fraps works, but you can't actually record. You can actually record desktop, but I've tried a lot of things and it doesn't seem to work. But yeah, so try not to play TF2 as much when you're trying to sell things, because you'll actually find that oh, another thing I forgot to mention, when you're typing it in, make sure you Control A and Control C. This will copy it, and Control V to paste. Yeah, that'll copy it so that you can just easily do it without typing. So yeah, trying to play TF2, I find that it always makes me feel like time is going so much slower. Instead, either like just have Steam up and running, keep bumping your trades, I don't know, watch a movie or something, play another game or listen to music or something, do your assignment, some shit like that. And then I find that the time between trades feels like a lot quicker. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. Next week I'm thinking of making a like how to check if something's duped. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, and yeah, comment, tell me what you thought of this episode. Comment and say that maybe what you want to see next time. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed, and see ya!